season, well, we left everyone in, a bit of a pickle at the end of last season, so it's basically how we're going to get out of this situation. Josh is, where we're playing last time, so we obviously cannot keep him like that for that long, so we're trying to figure out how we can change him back, what sort of effect that's going to have, who's the woman getting out of the cab at the end, where is Sally at, getting everyone back and seeing how they've all been affected from where they were. So this season is very much about destiny. That's our message for this year, is destiny, and everything happens for a reason. These people are together for a reason, and they are where they are. Obviously, we're going to change Josh back. Well, we can't keep him like that forever. So very, very, in the first few episodes, we'll find a way back. But even when we get him back, they'll be different. Something will be affected. Well, he'll just be different. He was, because the way we passed 3 months between seasons 3 and 4, so we find them there, they're living in the woods, trying to figure out what to do. So it's a long time to be around.
So you have to get all
in the writer's room, did you find yourself discovering new ways to use Josh when he was back to being him versus having what he felt was a curse, and now this is something that could be kind of a new thing for him because he's starting to embrace that role part?
Yeah, it's definitely a big psychological journey for Josh this year, and it really is for all of them. The show has always been about them fighting what they are, accepting what they are, and this season they are sort of to make that final confrontation of how they're going to live with their
he looks like.
Do you plan on introducing any new creatures or mythology this season?
dragons.
That would be great.
That was so great. Maybe I should now decide. Mermaids. We don't have. I don't think they're a new. I'm trying to think because we're so in the middle of it right now. They're not new. Well, not new per se. We definitely learned. Sally is sort of a different line to go. She's got a different sort of skill set now because she's connected to Donna, so we're sort of exploring what that is. And we do see probably like the most stuff we're expanding on is the ghost world, and that's sort of paranormal walls. Yeah, it's very paranormal this season. So
specific mythology that you're trying to base the ghost world on?
No, everything that we're doing is really just sort of based on what we've done so far. We're trying to stay consistent with what makes sense to us.
Or ideas from specific
It's kind of all over. Yeah.
Now, a couple seasons ago, it's almost like Mark Pellegrino was sort of like the big bad.
Right.
Last year it was Xander Berkeley. Do you have that sort of idea this year, or is it Donna, or
No, it's funny because when we sat down with Sci-Fi in the beginning of the season, we were sort of talking about what we wanted to do this year. We very specifically didn't want to do sort of the typical early episodes. You meet the big bad, and you're gonna kill them in episodes 12 or 13. We were just kind of like, which is not to say that doesn't have its merits, but we felt like we kind of done that, and it gets hard to string that along for a whole season. I'm like, I'm gonna kill you later.
Yeah.
It gets really hard to write. So there was this sort of mix of adversaries this year, and it is kind of along that Bishop line where season 1 with Aiden and Bishop was actually very reasonable in many ways. He didn't ever really do anything that horrible until at one point in the season we were like, we have to have Bishop do something bad because he seems like a pretty reasonable guy right now. So it's more the enemies are sort of more on a very personal level, and it's more our characters having to fight these inner demons, and they're very interpersonal conflicts, not with each other, but just the challenges they have are on a more surrounding level. But there is, sort of overarching, bigger thing that is going to challenge all of the roommates together. But I can't say.
What will the relationship between the roommates be like next season?
It's very much like last season in that they're really thrown together a lot. I mean, that's the other thing about not having sort of like one big bad who's trying to take it from that. They're really sort of more dealing with each other and their storylines. We always try to have them cross as much as possible, and whenever we have the stories laid out on the board in the writers' room, it's like we need more roommate scenes where they're all together. So, they're very close and tight knit this year, as always. And their dynamic is they're not very tense with each other. Like some little tensions will flare up, but they're pretty bonded, and they really have to stand up for each other a lot this year and pull each other back from the edge.
Now, I was just going to ask more about getting into their backstory, some of their history. I mean, we saw a lot of other people from their past lives coming into the future, into their present, sorry.
Yes, yeah, I mean, we definitely do. We sort of are exploring a lot about, along the lines of, destiny, what made these people who they are, who made them what they are, and so, yeah, we do get into their past.
And Aiden's wife is back in the future, in his present?
Looks like it's dead.
Oh, okay.
That will be revealed, episode 1, who exactly that is. But that's the mystery as we enter through that woman getting out of the cab. Who is she? She looks exactly like his wife. Is it a descendant, or is it something else altogether? Okay, we don't know. But yeah, we'll learn a lot about all this.
Okay, great. Can't wait.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.